Top 10 destinations for autumn holidays in Europe. Where to go in September. September is a unique month for traveling in Europe. The summer heat has already subsided, but the weather remains warm and comfortable. The crowds of tourists begin to decrease, and nature begins to play with bright autumn colors. At this time of year, Europe offers many attractive holiday destinations. In this article, we'll take a look at the 10 best places to visit for an autumn vacation in September. First, Tuscany, Italy. Tuscany is the heart of Italy, where history, culture, and nature are intertwined in a unique combination. In September, the region becomes especially attractive for tourists. Autumn vineyards and olive groves create stunning landscapes that you simply need to see with your own eyes. In September, the grape harvest begins in Tuscany, and this is a great opportunity to visit local wineries, taste fresh wine, and enjoy the gastronomic delights of the region. During this period, numerous festivals dedicated to winemaking and agriculture are also held here, where you can plunge into the atmosphere of a real Italian village. Among the must-see places in Tuscany are the cities of Florence, Pisa, and Siena, each of which is unique in its own way. In Florence, you can see masterpieces of world art. In Pisa, the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa, and in Siena, plunge into the atmosphere of the Middle Ages. Second, Bavaria, Germany. Autumn is a time of festivities, and September in Bavaria marks the beginning of the famous Oktoberfest, one of the largest and most famous festivals in the world. This festival is a great occasion to visit Munich and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of German hospitality. Enjoy traditional Bavarian dishes, and of course, taste a variety of beers. But Bayern is not only about Oktoberfest. The region is famous for its picturesque castles, among which Neuschwanstein and Linderhof stand out. Surrounded by autumn forests and mountains, these castles look especially impressive in September. In addition, Bavaria has many picturesque villages and nature parks, such as the Allgäu and Berchtesgaden, which are ideal for autumn walks and hikes. Clean air, gorgeous scenery, and warm weather make Bavaria the perfect destination for a holiday in September. Third, Provence, France. Provence is one of the most picturesque regions of France, which is especially attractive in September. There is no longer any summer heat at this time of year, but the weather remains warm, making Provence the perfect place to explore. Provence is famous for its lavender fields, which are already harvested by September, but there are other unique landscapes: vineyards, olive groves, and hills covered with autumn colors. The vineyards of Provence in September are especially beautiful, and it's a great time to visit the local wineries. Don't miss the opportunity to visit the famous Provençal markets, where you can buy fresh local products such as cheeses, olive oil, and herbs. Cities such as Avignon, with its majestic papal palace, and Arles, with its Roman ruins, are also worth visiting. Fourth, Bruges, Belgium. Bruges is one of the most romantic cities in Europe, and September is the perfect time to visit it. The city, as if descended from the pages of a fairy tale, is especially charming at this time of year. Autumn colors add additional charm to its old streets and canals. September in Bruges offers cool but pleasant weather, perfect for hiking. Be sure to visit the famous Belfort Bell Tower, which offers stunning views of the city, as well as take a cruise along the canals of Bruges. Art and history lovers will appreciate the rich collection of museums, including the Groningen Museum, which features works by Flemish masters. Bruges is also famous for its chocolate and beer, and September is a great time to try these delicacies in one of the city's many cafes or restaurants. Fifth, Seville, Spain. Seville in September is the perfect destination for those who want to enjoy the warmth and atmosphere of southern Spain. Unlike the summer months, when the heat can be unbearable, the weather in Seville becomes milder in September, making walking around the city more comfortable. Seville is a city steeped in history and culture. Here you can see magnificent monuments such as the Alcazar, the Giralda, and the Cathedral of Seville. Each of these objects impresses with its beauty and historical significance. September is also a good time to explore Spanish gastronomy. Seville is full of tapas bars where you can sample a variety of Andalusian cuisine. And in the evening, you should definitely visit one of the flamenco shows to plunge into the atmosphere of passion and music of this region. 6th, Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, and autumn makes it even more magical. In September, the crowds of tourists decrease, and the city opens up from a new side, offering quiet walks along the ancient streets and bridges. Charles Bridge, Prague Castle, and Old Town Square are must-see places. In September, Prague begins to turn in autumn colors, which gives the city a special charm and romance. Prague is also famous for its beer traditions, and September is a great time to try local beer in one of the many pubs. The city also offers many cultural events, such as theatrical performances, concerts, and festivals, which are especially popular during the autumn season. 7th, Corfu, Greece. Corfu is one of the most beautiful Greek islands, and September is the perfect time to visit it. After the summer season, the temperature becomes more comfortable, and the water in the Ionian Sea remains warm and pleasant for swimming. Corfu attracts tourists with its picturesque beaches, emerald hills, and ancient villages. In September, the island offers the opportunity to enjoy all the delights of a Mediterranean holiday without the hustle and bustle of summer. The old town of Corfu, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is definitely worth a visit. Narrow streets, historic buildings, and cozy cafes create a unique atmosphere. In addition, the island is famous for its olive groves and vineyards, and September is a great time to taste local products. 8th, Edinburgh, Scotland. September is a great time to visit Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. At this time of year, the weather here becomes milder, and the city begins to prepare for autumn holidays and festivals. Edinburgh is a city steeped in history and culture. Be sure to visit Edinburgh Castle, which offers stunning views of the city. The Royal Mile is the heart of the old town, where you can find many historic buildings, museums, and cozy cafes. September is also good for exploring Edinburgh's scenic surroundings, such as Arthur's Seat and Holyrood Park. These places offer excellent opportunities for hiking and enjoying the autumn scenery. 9th, Krakow, Poland. Krakow is one of the most beautiful cities in Poland, which attracts tourists with its rich history and cultural heritage. In September, pleasant autumn weather sets in, which makes the city ideal for a visit. Krakow is famous for its old town, which is included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. Krakow's main square is one of the largest medieval squares in Europe, where you can see sites such as Sukianis and St. Mary's Church. In September, Krakow also offers many cultural events, such as concerts, theatrical performances, and festivals. In addition, this is a great time to visit Wawel Castle and get acquainted with Polish cuisine in one of the local restaurants. 10th, Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon is a city that captivates its visitors at first sight. In September, the weather is warm and sunny, making it ideal for traveling. Lisbon offers many interesting places to visit, such as the historic Alfama district, the Belém Tower, and the Geronimo's Monastery. The city is also famous for its stunning views, which can be enjoyed from numerous observation decks. Don't miss the opportunity to taste local delicacies, such as pastel de nata and traditional seafood. In the evening, head to one of the many cafes to listen to a live performance of fado, traditional Portuguese music. Conclusion: September is one of the best times to travel in Europe. Autumn landscapes, mild weather, and no summer hustle and bustle make this month perfect for exploring a variety of destinations. Whether you choose romantic Bruges, warm Seville, or picturesque Provence, September will give you an unforgettable experience and the opportunity to enjoy the beauty of Europe at its best. Do not forget about the useful services that we indicate in the pinned comment. Subscribe to the channel, like or dislike. Have a good rest, everyone.